How are mixed numbers and improper fractions related? Well, first, let's figure out, or let's think about, what is a mixed number? A mixed number is just a whole number, so a whole number, next to a proper fraction, so something like 3/4. And so what is an improper? So let me just write, they're mixings, I guess. Whole number, proper fraction, mixed number, So then what's an improper fraction? An improper fraction is when the numerator is greater than the denominator, okay? So the numerator is greater than the denominator. So now how are these guys related? Well, if I take this guy over here, let's look at this. 7 over, how many 4s go into 7? Well, 1, right? 1 times 4 is 4. But if I do 2 times 4, it'll give me 8, and that's too big. That's too big. Okay, so 1 4 can go into 7. And now what's the leftover? 4 plus what gives me 7? 4 plus what gives me 7? 4 plus 3, right? So now I can write 3 here, and then carry over that 4. You're just taking this denominator and just bringing it along for the ride, right? And now if you haven't already seen, we have shown that they're the same thing. The mixed number here, see that mixed number? It's the same as this improper fraction. They're just different ways of representing the same thing. Okay, so these are just different representations. Sometimes it's easier to think about what 1 3/4 looks like, a mixed number, and sometimes it's easier to work with mathematically this improper fraction, because it's hard to visualize what 7/4 looks like, whereas it's somewhat understandable to think about what 1 3/4 looks like, because I can think, okay, so this is 1, and maybe 1 3/4 looks like this. That's what my brain goes to when I think about some 1 3/4. We have 1 whole here, and then we have 3/4 of something here, and the combination of that is this. Whereas the 7/4, it's not super, it's not super easy to visualize. And that's really all. We're just trying to represent things differently. And when we do different math problems, we'll see how a lot of times when we're doing the actual math, it might actually just be better to keep things as an improper fraction. Just because personally, I like working with improper fractions, because you're gonna see why. Because when you start adding improper fractions with mixed numbers, not so fun. When we start doing some arithmetic with these guys, you'll notice that usually it's much easier to work with improper fractions. But again, representing the same thing, but sometimes it is easier to just visualize what a mixed number looks like.